Well, good morning. So, in the last chapter, the authors gave numerous examples of how the safe conversation process worked in everyday life in a wide array of situations and settings. So today is chapter 9, the power of safe conversations in groups. And last week I added 2 examples of my own where I use the safe conversation process, not with couples, but with other, and I was surprised, other folks, and I was surprised. Chapter 9, they explore using the safe conversation process with entire groups of people. They call this process group dialogue, obviously, and its purpose is to help communities of all sorts to use the safe conversation dialogue process and to allow members of groups to speak honestly and openly while exchanging viewpoints and perspectives with one another, even when they might have contentious process. They developed these guidelines. Number 1, establish a commitment to zero negativity in the meeting. Ensure that the agenda, objective, time allotted, and people involved are set up for success. Make an appointment in a one-on-one dialogue. This ensures that all involved are prepared and available to connect. Share and mirror. Each member of the group shares their ideas about the topic. Their contribution is validated. So the rest of the chapter then explores sort of 3 key instances where the group dialogue process had been used successfully. And the first one actually was a group that Harville facilitated. And think about this. They had not agreed on a plan in 9 months. And they reached a unified resolution with under 3 hours by using this process. Letting people talk to each other, make sure they... A second example came from the West African country of Liberia, where again they learned in Africa that our safe conversation dialogue tools can be useful in any culture to help anybody talk about anything to anyone, despite their differences. All right? And then the last example comes from war-torn Israel-Palestine, and the work that was done in Israel prior to A. Warman, an Imago faculty member spearheading group dialogue. Communologue, or group dialogue, empowers participants to move from entrenched power struggles into compassion, deep understanding, and a free exchange of ideas. And the authors included this example even after the attacks of October 7th and the resulting conflict, which obviously has set the process back. The conclusion, healing and peace may seem profoundly remote in Israel and Palestine now. We remember that the same was true at one point for people traumatized under apartheid in South Africa, or during the Civil War in Liberia, or the countless other nations ravaged by war. Safety, however, is indiscriminately and absolute. It has to be safe. Without safety, safe conversation dialogue is not possible. A person who is working in Israel, we share the work that was done in Israel prior to October 7th. So that's chapter 9, the power of safe conversations in a group. And next week, chapter 10, they're going to talk about safe conversations at work. All right? Have a great day. Cheers.